So as you can see here, Super Mario Land won the review contest. So I'm going to go ahead and review this game today. I'm playing it on the Game Boy player, which I absolutely 100% recommend, because on the Game Boy, the original Game Boy itself, when you run as Mario, it blurs. This is probably the best way to play it, or on a Game Boy Advance SP. Awesome game. Two things you should know about the game. First of all, it's brutally hard. It's probably, next to the Lost Levels, the hardest Mario game in the Mario universe. Incredibly difficult. The physics in it are much different than a Mario game. And the second thing you should know is it actually wasn't developed by Research and Development 1 or Shigeru Miyamoto. It's a completely different off-branch of Nintendo that made this game for the Game Boy and the other Mario Land games. Nintendo eventually brought in Shigeru Miyamoto for the second iteration, and they went ahead and developed it into a Wario series. But it's a very obscure Mario title, but one of the best. It sold a tremendous amount on the Game Boy, something like 18 million copies. Fourth best-selling Game Boy game. Really, really good game. But I'm pretty sure the people that made this had never played a Mario game before in their life, or really did want to do something very different with Mario. So as you can see here, that was apparently a Goomba. We're collecting coins. Now, when you play this game, it's really important that you get all the lives you can get, because like I said, this is brutally hard. There's no continues, there's nothing like that. What you get is what you get. And Mario has some interesting physics. You're going to see here in a moment the fireball. Now, I call it the fireball because you get one. And it bounces around the screen on a 45-degree angle, and until you catch it or until it disappears, you can't launch another one. So as you can see, as soon as it disappears, I can hit it again. The other thing that makes this game really difficult is if you're walking as Mario and you walk off an edge, you drop off. There's no deviation to left or right, you just drop off. Some of the enemies are a bit strange too. This is an Egyptian level, which, you know, we've seen desert levels in Mario before, but this one is a little bit different. Now in this game, your job is to rescue Princess Daisy from various bosses, and hopefully I am good enough at this game from playing it over the years that I'm going to be able to show you all of them. So we'll see how that goes. The music is also different, and the sound effects, which makes it really interesting and a little bit kind of offbeat. Now instead of a flag at the end of the level, you have two doors. If you make it to the top door, you get a bonus stage which allows you to win extra lives, which is what we are going for. And instead we're going to get a firefly. Now, each world has 3 levels instead of 4, which is kind of nice because it shortens the game. Makes it a little bit easier to beat. And it also doesn't have 8 worlds. Now here's something that's also a little bit different, is the Koopa Troopas, if you jump on them, they explode. So they're like little bombs. Alright, so this is the boss stage. As you can see, it's an Egyptian level. So here's the boss, and all you have to do is touch the peg at the end. Much like Bowser's axe. And then we're going to see the Daisy screen for the first time. Yay, 3 lives. So this is the second stage. It's an alien stage, which is really interesting for Mario. There's skeleton fish that jump out of the sea at you. You can jump on them, even though they look like they're biting you. There's robots in this stage, which is awesome. So here's a robot here, and you just jump on him. But it's still pretty cool to see robots in the Mario universe. Alright, so this is the boss level for the second world. And as you can see, Mario's in a little submarine here. The fish will come at you like crazy. These are not cheap cheeps. I don't know exactly what kind of fish they are. They are insane. They will fly at you and kill you, and they're horrible little creatures. I'm really hoping that I make it past this level so I can show you guys some more of the game, like the Easter Island level. I hate those fish. Alright, so we're approaching the boss here. There we go. Alright, so this is the third level. This is the Easter Island level. This one's quite interesting. You have these floating totems that will come towards you. Alright guys, I'm on my very last life. I'm in the Easter Island level. World 3-1. I don't think I'm going to make it to the end of the game this time. Sorry about that. But you should know I tried very hard. Killed by an exploding turtle. Isn't that how it always goes? But there you go, that's Super Mario Land for the Game Boy. If you ever find it, pick it up. If you've got a Super Nintendo, play it for the Super Nintendo Game Boy player. Awesome game. I mean, you'll have a couple hours of fun for sure. And that's all for Super Mario Land for today. Thanks for watching.